Hello everyone, welcome back for another science video. Today we are going to be learning about Protista and Plantae. More new words, but that's okay because we're going to figure them out together. And by the end of this video, doggone it, you will know what this stuff is and you're going to be an expert. So the first thing that we're going to talk about are protists. So let's look at some of the features and qualities that protists have. So they can be unicellular, or wait for it, or multicellular. They can be both. Don't forget about that. They can be unicellular or multicellular. Let's look at our next one. They can be autotrophic or, wait for it, or heterotrophic. They can be either or. They can be both. So keep that in mind. They can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. And they are also eukaryotic. That's important. They're eukaryotes. We already talked about all the prokaryotes. These are eukaryotic. So protists just have so many wonderful things about them that we have to go ahead and continue on the next page. So here I am writing protist continues because we're not done yet. We still have more to talk about. So something else that we need to know about protists are that they live in water or wet climates. If they're in a dry environment, they will dry out and they will die, and the protists will be no more. Poor protists. We don't want them to die. Well, some of them we do because some of them are bad and we're going to talk about them. So here's a fact for you all. Kelp and seaweed are protists. So when we go to the beach and we see kelp and seaweed, we go, oh, there's that plant. It is not a plant. It's a protist. So if someone ever tells you a plant, you go, hey, it's not a plant. It's a protist. Get it right. Don't be that mean. Be nice about it. We educate kindly. So more protists that we also know of are algae, amoebas. We have paramecium. These are all protists. So paramecium are like little things, like they live in the dirt. Like if you get a sample of dirt, you can see them like moving around on the slide. It's actually really, really cool. So let's talk about some dangerous protists, because not all protists are nice. They're not all our friends. Some of them are dangerous and they can make us really sick and even die. So we're going to talk about them because we want to be educated and we want to know about those. So like I was saying, some protists are parasitic to humans, and parasitic just means that they're like toxic, they're bad, they're not good, they're like pathogens. We talked about what pathogens are. They're things that make you sick. So like how bacteria can make us sick, protists can do the same thing. So here's one protist that can make us sick. It's called Cryptosporidium. So you're like, this is a long name. What the heck does this thing do? Well, Cryptosporidium causes horrible diarrhea because your body is trying to get rid of the protist when it's in your intestines. So it just rushes a bunch of water through, and when it rushes a bunch of water through, a lot of diarrhea comes out. The next one we have is trypanosoma. And this one actually causes African sleeping sickness. So we don't really have that here in the States, but this is something that you can get over in Africa, and it's really, really dangerous for you to have. And then the third one I'm going to talk about is actually an amoeba, and it is called Naegleria fowleri. That's a lot of name, but hey, it's science. And it is actually a brain-eating amoeba. It goes up through your nose and it eats your brain, and it has a 99.9% mortality rate. So it's really, really dangerous, and you can get this from swimming in stagnant water like lakes. So be careful, guys. Be careful. And this is kind of what an amoeba looks like. It's just kind of like this little squiggly, clear looking thing. It's just like, but that one's really dangerous. It's a really dangerous, clear, squiggly thing. Our next thing we're going to be talking about are plants. Guys, we just did a whole unit on plants, so honestly, you all should be plant experts, but there's no reason that we can't review. So plants are multicellular. They are autotrophic. What does autotrophic mean? I want you to think about it. Think about it. What does it say? They make their own food. That is what autotrophic means. And then they are eukaryotic, which means they have a nucleus, they have DNA, they have organelles, they have all that fun stuff. And then some examples of plants. Honestly, I probably didn't even have to write them down. You guys probably could have just shouted them out at me. If you want to shout them out from home, go ahead. But I'm going to tell you that I have trees, herbs, grasses, and then I'm going to draw my little picture of my flower that I know you guys have missed seeing this week, because when we did plants, I drew so many little flowers. So we're going to throw it back to last week when we learned about plants. And there's my little flower. Yay! But anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next science video.